Not even top 3. It's okay. The 2 people that won were like
amazing,
fantastic.
Really?
Well, 2nd and 3rd, and then some white girl who sang "It's Raining Men" came in 1st. I know.
My feet are gross. Excuse me.
And they did it differently than they did the first time, where it was like, when I first went, they did 2 songs per finalist, and this time it was only 1 song per finalist. And I like froze, and I was like, what the fuck do I sing? So I just did "Say My Name" by Destiny's Child. And it was like, it was good, but like not great. I hadn't even practiced it.
Yeah.
It was whatever.
Well, he's got a very limited selection, so
he does. It's true. But what I should have done,
update your catalog.
I should like bring it into the past 2 years, maybe.
Did I tell you about when I went to a karaoke place with Tracy and Missy? There was a dude that like literally had his own CD case. Like that he would like bring his own CDs, his own music to the karaoke DJ guy and was like, play this. Ugh. And I'm like, that's baller status.
Me, yeah. If I'm going to
nice.
If I'm going to enter this contest again, I will be bringing my own CD.
Well, you have to. Because with this guy, limited.
But he literally asked for you by name. Like I had forgotten that.
Oh, no.
So like,
join the club.
I know, right? So there were 14 finalists and 12 showed up. And then he was like, who's missing? And then I didn't even think that. I was like, and then he was like, and he like pointed at me. He's like, where's Rory? And I was like, oh, Rory can't come. So, but it was fine.
Rory almost died.
I can't go into it right now.
It's Strathmore Road.
Right? Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kenneth Frankly. I'm your host, Kenneth Frank, and I'm a virgin who can't drive. I am joined, as always, by my lovely and talented co-host, Rory.
I don't know how to top that.
Hi, Rory.
Hi, Kenny.
I don't know how to top anything. Welcome back, listeners. I truly cannot drive. My car is in the shop.
I wondered, I walked by and I was like, is he home?
Where's the car? Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
So my lease is up in a couple months. I'm just getting all of the aesthetics shit taken care of so I can turn it in and
walk away scot-free. Yeah.
Will that actually happen? I don't know. But
what are you going to do? Are you going to lease something else? Or are you
I haven't decided.
Buy it maybe?
I don't think I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want the responsibility of owning a car.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah. I'd rather just turn it in, maybe get another Jetta. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I mean, I was looking at like Volvos and BMWs and stuff, but they're so expensive.
Super expensive.
So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided
I'm
yet.
giving, who do you think you are?
I know. But like, I think I just love Volvos. They're cars for people with money and good taste that don't flaunt it.
Exactly.
Safe, stylish, sleek.
No, agreed.
So, but
and they're going to go all electric in the somewhere near future. I think that they were one of the companies that said that, right?
Oh, maybe. Well, that's also
look it up.
One of the
Fact
reasons.
check me.
That's one of the reasons I want to move away from Volkswagen, because of the way that they handled their diesel emissions shit was so
Shady
atrocious.
Bitches.
Yeah, but I might also use that as leverage.
Yeah, bargaining chip, right?
So we'll see.
Nice.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Rory and I were just talking about the karaoke championship, which I did attend after much deliberation within my own heart and soul.
I'm glad you did.
Because I could not be joined by my one and only best friend / arch nemesis, Rory.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Rory, you had a bit of a medical emergency.
I know. I wasn't feeling up to it.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm sick.
You're okay now.
I'm totally okay. So, as our listeners know all too well, whether they want to or not.
The case of the missing IUD.
Well, it's been found and found ineffective. That's not exciting. Yeah. Boing. Yeah. Snafu.
That's boyfriend.
Whoops. Oh my God. So, I ended up with, well, let me back up. I am 1 in a million, if you will.
Are those the odds for what happened to you?
I think, well, roughly, I don't know.
Give or take.
But
it's
also,
very rare.
like the people that I've talked to, like, or told the story, they're like, oh, you're like the 4th woman I know this has happened to. And I'm like, huh.
Really?
I don't feel as special anymore. Like, why couldn't you just lie and be like, wow, you're the only person I've ever known to ever experience this. You are special, you little unicorn bitch.
If it's any consolation, you are the only woman that I've known that has had this experience, you little unicorn bitch.
Good. All right. That makes me feel better.
This is your own personal trauma. So you had an ectopic pregnancy?
Yes. So
Jesus Christ.
I was with child for 6 weeks, unbeknownst to me.
God.
And my weed smoking, alcohol drinking, and occasional cigarette smoking life.
That baby would have been so chill.
Oh, I know, right?
But you were trying.
Seriously.
Case in point, the IUD.
Yes. So had the IUD, right? And so that's the other thing too, that that was a reason why I didn't question some of the symptoms that I was feeling, because I had some symptoms, but I kind of, dismissed them, because they say during the first 6 months, it's your body adjusting to the new normal. And the first 6 months are kind of a wild card. You don't know exactly what you're going to feel and all of that, right?
Sure.
And I was getting my monthly, so there was no real, very, very clear indicator that there was anything up. But yeah, it turns out that I was 6 weeks
What
pregnant
were your
with
symptoms?
So for like a month, my boobs were killing me. Oh my God, Kenny. I hope you never experience this. I pray to God you never experience this. And you know what? I feel kind of confident that you won't. But
you never know.
You never know. Well, if you do experience this, though, take a pregnancy test, please.
Okay,
all right,
will.
promise me that.
Well, Matthew and I had a scare once, I told you, but
oh God,
so you're
nerve-wracking.
So I'm trying to imagine they get like firm and swollen.
Yeah. So every time when a lot of women, when they have their period, they get boob sensitivity and they get swollen. Like I know people that, they say I go up a cup size every month, right? That's just their normal. So I'll have a little bit of sensitivity maybe, but like half the time I don't even notice it. Like it is not one of the symptoms that I get on a regular basis. For a month straight, my boobs were massive, hard as a rock, and they hurt like fucking hell.
Oh,
yeah, it was awful. Like I would hug boyfriend. I'd be like, no. Yeah. So the funny thing is I wrote an email to my nurse practitioner, OBGYN, that I see like for my annuals and all that. The one that put this in me, not the baby, the IUD. Clarification.
Thank you.
Clarification.
I appreciate that.
Don't get it twisted. I had emailed her the Saturday before this all kind of came to a head and was like, what the fuck? Like my boobs are killing me. Like
my breasts are huge fucking rocks.
Yes. And I'm not happy about it.
Don't feel good.
Which is right. Like I'm actually not happy about this. So, funny thing is, she responded back like after I was out of surgery, and I was like, she's going to feel so bad. But anyways.
Did you write back after she responded?
No, I haven't, but I scheduled an appointment with her. So like I've got an appointment with her in like a month or so.
I cannot wait for you to drop this bomb on her.
But you know,
it's not her fault,
it's not her fault. It was in the right place.
Sure.
It was placed correctly. So
her heart and the IUD.
Exactly. But she, especially after like the first one like came out, my fucking tampon.
Jesus
second one
Christ.
results in an ectopic pregnancy. She's gonna feel bad.
Oh yeah, this IUD plan just did not. pan out
did not
for you.
mesh
Not
with
at all.
my lady parts. But anyway, so that was really the biggest symptom that I felt.
That you felt.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We'll tell the other thing later because it's funnier later.
Okay. But you did end up having to have surgery.
Oh yeah, emergency surgery.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I woke up. It was a Tuesday. It was 68 degrees outside. No, I have no idea. Normal day, felt okay. Started getting ready for work and started eating breakfast and everything. And halfway through my morning routine, I started feeling kind of sick. And like my stomach just like really was bothering me. And I got to the point where I thought, okay, this is getting worse and worse and worse. I think I've got a stomach bug. Like I've got the flu or something. Like I threw up. I felt awful. And I was just kind of out for the count. So I sent my boss a text and I told her that I'm going to be out for the day. Like I'm miserable. And I felt really bad because the Monday prior I had worked from home because I wasn't feeling so well. And
sore boobs.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like my boobs hurt. I can't work. I got a woman's disease. But I did. I just wish I knew it that
Truth be told.
And so I felt bad because I'm like, oh shit, she's going to think I'm faking and I'm a flake and all this. But anyway, so, at that point, I wanted to get checked out because I just felt like that sick.
Something is not right.
Yes. And I knew I couldn't drive, or I knew it wouldn't be smart to drive because I was just like in that much pain that I called my mom and I said, can you bring me to the doctor? And I called her as opposed to boyfriend because he was downtown on Boylston Street, would have to take the T, and his truck wasn't even like in the normal place, like on the Orange Line. It was over by BC where he goes to school.
Oh,
because
so it would have been a whole fucking production.
Yeah. So my mom is in Lexington at work at her office, where like she like walks out of her office and there's her car.
Right. And she'll fly down Route 2.
And my doctor's office is in Lexington. So it just made sense.
Yeah.
So she gets in my house and it's like an hour before we have to leave for my appointment because I got like an 11:30 appointment with my doctor miraculously, which is hilarious because he was like free, which he's never free. And I'm lying down in my bed until we have to go, and she's just watching TV. And at some point, I think I like got up to use the bathroom or something like that. And all I remember is waking up and I'm sitting on my bedroom floor with my back against the closet door, and my mom standing over me going, how do I dial 911?
Oh my God.
So I fainted.
Oh, Rory.
And I didn't get banged up fainting, luckily, like, cause I bruised like a fucking peach.
People can like,
I could have like banged my,
hurt.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think I braced myself against the door and I slid down.
Smart girl.
Yeah. But luckily, I
love that your mom doesn't know how to dial 911.
Oh my God. Kenny, I will show you the phone
right
records
person.
because first of all, she used my phone to do it. She didn't even have her phone handy.
How'd she unlock it? You don't keep it locked. She knows the code.
I think I unlocked it for her. But technically you should be able to make an emergency call.
Oh, right. So that's
without unlocking it, except when you call 91133. That is not an emergency call, for the record. The record.
Where does 91133 come from? I've never heard of that in my life.
Does it spell something? I don't know. I don't help me.
You got the wrong person in this emergency.
Yeah.
How do I dial 911?
It's 911 EE.
Oh my God.
So anyways.
Well, you know what? Maybe she was spooked more than she might have been panicking.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, whatever you say. I have no sympathy. I'm like, get your life together.
You're like, I am bleeding on the floor.
Exactly.
I can't believe I'm explaining this to you right now.
Seriously. Oh my God. Like, you're killing me right now. But so it's a good thing that I did call her because she's literally 5'1". Now I think that's a lie because I think she's definitely shrunk. She's like,
she's like technically 5, a little person.
Yeah, exactly. Like legally, I almost said legally blind.
Legally little.
Legally leprechaun.
Episode 28.
Legally leprechaun.
Legally leprechaun.
Legally leps. So she can't pick me up if I fall because I'm like a gargantuan next to her.
You are very tall.
Exactly. Thank you for saying tall.
You are tall.
Thank you. So anyways, good thing because at that point she called the ambulance, which I thought was overkill, of course, because I'm like, I can do anything.
Right. I'm invincible.
They show up and they're asking me about like intravenous drug use, and I said, not today.
You got to give them a good quit.
I know, exactly. Like, I'm still with you. I'm here. And so during the conversation with them,
not today, thanks.
Exactly. And they were really sweet. It was like a woman who was probably in like her early 50s, and then a dude who was probably like my age. And so we were kind of like talking about the like, we'll take you to the hospital if you're not feeling great. Like, better safe than sorry. No one will take, no one will feel bad if it turns out to be just like a little flu, like whatever,
right.
like
no guilt, like, no harm.
Exactly.
Do what you feel is right.
Exactly. But if you want help to your mom's car so you can keep your appointment, because I had obviously told them that, they're like, then we'll help you with that too. Like, whatever you feel. And I was like, at that point I was feeling a little better. I was laying down and I was like, you know what? I feel silly. I feel better now. Will you help me to my mom's car? And they said, yeah, absolutely. So I stand up for them to kind of help me and like just spot me so that if I go down again, like I've got somebody to help me. And
who's not a Keebler elf or a leprechaun.
Exactly. That's a responsible adult. That is not my mother. My midget mother.
Oh my God.
bleep that out. Oh my God. This is terrible. So anyways, I've been through a lot, people. I'm sorry. So anyways, I stand up to go to my mom's car, and which, by the way, is a little tiny green Focus.
Oh, of course it fucking is.
Coincidence? I think not.
I don't think so.
Anyways, so I get up and I'm like super lightheaded. As soon as I stand up, I'm like, fuck, and I feel like I'm about to faint again. And I sat right back down. I go,
nope.
I think maybe you should take me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So get in the ambulance.
I'm glad you honored your instinct and your body and your decision. Like,
so I've never felt that way before.
Exactly. And that should be the biggest red flag. You're like, this is not right.
Exactly.
This is not just the fucking flu.
Mm-hmm.
This is not okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank God I did that, because
your instincts were so good. I'm saying, because like...
Well, I should have known I was fucking pregnant, but I didn't. So they started to be good that day.
That day, where it really counted?
They were good, yeah. I was spot on.
You did a good job. So they get you to the hospital.
They get me to the hospital. On the way there, they were trying to get a vein to start me with some fluids, and they could not. They couldn't find a vein, which means you're
so dehydrated.
So dehydrated, which I drank like this massive 1.5 liter bottle of water the night before, which is not like me.
Yeah.
So that was strange.
Not carbonated?
Not carbonated.
Oh, wow.
Still water.
Wow.
Still spring. Well, because we bought like a shit ton of water before the big storm hit, and then it was like a dud, and I was like, well, at least I got this water. Yeah. Anyway, so couldn't get any blood. Couldn't start an IV. Brought me to the hospital. We went to Whitten in Everett first. Whitten. And they were okay. Like, they kind of sucked. I don't know. I don't like them. Yeah. Like, douchey doctor. Not douchey, but just not personable.
Yeah.
And he reminded me of my vet. Like Hugo's doctor. Strange.
Yeah.
Which I was just like, you should be working on animals, not people.
These are human beings.
Anyways, and then the nurse was a male nurse who thought he was like bump, the funniest thing alive, which I was just like, I don't have patience. I do not have patience for you. I'm sorry.
I hate when people are in service of any type. Uber, Lyft driver, nurses, juries,
testing out the material. Like, go fuck yourself.
You need to shut the fuck up.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right? Because now you're making me have to work because you're working.
Right?
And it's like, shut the fuck up.
No, I don't like fake laughing. Anyways.
Right?
Like, I'll do it all day, but I don't like it.
It's so soulless. I basically refuse at this point.
Well, you know what? You've got more... I'm saying morale, chutzpah. That's not what I'm going for. You've got more scruples than me.
Not morals.
Not morals. Yeah, I know. You've got more integrity.
Integrity
than
there
I.
You go.
Thank you. Anyways, so they finally are able to. Oh, and by the way, the male nurse just got back from his honeymoon in Italy, and I was like, go fuck yourself. Because then I get the news that, well, they come back in because they finally got blood and they did tests and everything. And I told them about my IUD because obviously that's in my midsection area and that's where I'm feeling the pain, right? And like the pain was pretty fucking bad, by the way.
The pain was like cramping?
It was like... I thought it was a stomach bug. So it felt like, things were like twisted and like just like
knotted
messed up.
and yucky.
Not like cramping, like period cramps.
Right.
Which is like what it was with the IUD when I first got it in. Like,
and
not
this was like
that.
Nausea and like stomach knots.
I threw up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all evidence pointed to stomach bug until I like realized that like, oh yeah, you're stupid. So anyways, they come back in the room and they say, so your mom's here. Do you mind if she's here when you get some news? And I was like, fuck you. I know exactly what you're going to say, you fucking asshole. So pregnancy test came back positive, which was like super fun. And they said, we think it's an ectopic pregnancy, which is a pregnancy that is outside of your uterus, which is automatically non-viable. And no matter what, typically needs, well, I assume it always needs surgery for removal because it's not something that your body can just expel, obviously, because it's not connected to anything really.
Yeah.
So the come to find out, the pregnancy was in my fallopian tube. And so they said, we think that why you're feeling so bad is because you have a lot of internal bleeding. We see through the ultrasound that you've got some fluid there, which we think is internal bleeding. And we don't have an OBGYN here, OBGYN surgeon here. And so we need to send you to Cambridge because we think you need surgery right away. Luckily, Kenny, everything happened so fast that it was just like, I didn't even have time to be nervous or worried about anything really.
Okay,
like, I mean, it was a little bit, but like not really to like really process it. So they called ahead to the other hospital, got everything ready. the same paramedics showed up, and I was like, "Hi guys,
It's me."
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, good to see you."
Hey, party
They're
person.
like, "Hey, let's go to the next place. Come on."
Yeah, they're playing.
We'll give you a ride.
They're playing like the Venga bus as they open up.
It's the guy from Six Flags.
He's like, "Come on!"
I know, exactly. So they brought me to Cambridge Hospital, like in Inman Square, CHA. It was the bumpiest ride of my fucking life, and every bump was awful. And the funny thing was, my mom was up front with the woman ambulance driver.
Having the time of her life. They're talking about gardening.
Seriously, she was like, "She's so great. She's fearless on the road." I was like, "Great! I'm so glad that she was driving like a bat out of hell," because I felt like shit the whole fucking
what's
time.
the suspension like in a fucking ambulance?
Awful. Like, you would think that they would make it like cloud suspension, but no. We want you to feel every bump just
every
to make
bump.
sure that you know you're sick.
Yep.
So we got there, and of course there's bumps like from the like on the pavement to get into the fucking door. Like, can't you just make this smooth, guys?
Jeez.
Anyways, they were there to receive me. I met my surgeon. She was a fucking angel. Like, the best bedside manner that I've ever experienced with a doctor in my life. And I love my NP, my OBGYN nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
I've never been in an emergency situation with her, but like, this woman knew exactly what to say, how to say it, and like was just so comforting and wonderful. And she was like, you know, I would do this for my daughter, and and so I just, you know, whatever she said, she could have been like, I'm going to operate on your brain because I just feel like it. And I'd be
that's
like,
where the problem is. Like,
yes,
good
if that's
idea.
what you want to do, then yes, let's do it. Like,
Are you my
it must
mom
be
now?
exactly.
I bet you know how to dial 911.
Seriously, do you want to adopt me? Anyways, so sorry, let me back up 1 second. So before we left the first hospital, I had to call boyfriend and let him know what was going on.
Oh my God.
So
Was he like,
well, first of all, I don't call him during the day.
Right.
I don't call him at all. Like,
Yeah.
he calls me sometimes. I do not call him. I'm a text person.
Yeah,
like,
same.
I don't want to talk to you.
Phones are over.
Anybody. Yeah, exactly. Phones are over. So I call him and I go, "Are you somewhere private right now?" And he's like, yeah. What's up? And later he tells me, "I thought you were going to tell me you quit your job." And I was like, really?
well, that would have been better.
I know. But I'm like, first of all, I'm not impulsive like that, but whatever.
If you
When it
called
comes to my
me-
job, I'm not impulsive like
If you
that.
called me out of the blue and were like, "Are you somewhere private right now?" I'd be like, "Why? What do you want to talk about?"
Give me the deets.
Yeah, give me the goss.
Give me the dirt.
But I guess boyfriend obviously had a million things running through his brain.
Yeah. So I tell him he's in his office, like, door closed already, like, perfect. So I tell him, "So I'm at the hospital. I need surgery and I'm pregnant."
Oh,
And he's
my
like,
God.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like,
yeah. And so he's like, where are you? Like, so I tell him where I am, and he like jumps in an Uber and he is on his way. Right. So like, we show up at the next hospital, and like 5 minutes later, he's there. The best thing, like, this is all worth it because of the next thing I'm about to tell you. He shows up. I'm laying on this gurney, right? And I've got all these people standing around me because I've got like ultrasound techs. I've got my mom. I've got the nurses. I've got the doctor. I've got the anesthesiologist. And then Nick shows up. And one of the nurses goes, "Are you her dad?"
Oh my God.
And I turned to her. And I must have, like, for the first time, because I was like white as a ghost because I lost so much blood. I turned to her and I must have lit up like, like fucking fireworks.
Like,
it was the best
mouth
thing.
Mouth open wide.
This whole experience was worth that.
You were like, this is a cherished memory.
It was worth it for that. Yes.
You were dead.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And my mom is standing next to me, and I'm like, him?
Yeah.
Her?
Yeah.
And me? She thought I was 12. First of all, what doctor puts an IUD in a 12-year-old? Second of all, how the fuck, as a medical professional or any adult, any sane adult, do you think I am 12? I have fine lines. I have smile lines. Are you kidding? Because I am an animated, lovely person. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, not only that, you do look like an adult. Yes. Boyfriend does not look like a dad.
No, he looks like he's got a baby face. Yeah. It was
Are
priceless.
you her dad?
I know.
Episode 29. Are you her dad?
I know. It was priceless. So
Wow.
at that point I was just like, just send me away. I'm good. I'm
just
good.
like, can you just cut me open to get this fucking done?
Exactly.
Oh my God, Rory, you must. I'm like so scared and like happy that you're okay.
I know. Right.
Because like what happened? I feel like I found out because I texted you.
So I, for some reason, was super popular via text that day. Just happened to be. So like,
People were pulled to you that day.
I guess so. They felt like I need to text Rory.
Connect with Rory right now. Yeah.
But like, out of like the dozen people that I would like want to know, like as it was happening, I would say at least 8 of them had already texted me that day.
Wow.
Like that day, so I had a reason to text back. The other 4, I feel really bad because I didn't tell them until after the fact, and they were like, "Fuck you should have told me." And I'm like, "I'm sorry." Like,
what are you gonna do?
It happened so fast. Well, like Crystal was like, "What I want, I would bring you like food and stuff," and I was like, "Well, thank you. Like that's
Very
lovely."
sweet.
But I'm like at this point
at this juncture,
exactly. Like it was so fast, and then afterwards, it was like a really kind of speedy recovery. So it wasn't that big a deal. I was out for the rest of the week of work and everything, but like,
right? What has it been like? 2 weeks ish.
2 weeks,
and
I'm
you're
fine.
back on your feet.
I mean, I can't work out yet. I can't like I shouldn't like lift really heavy things because I'm at risk for a hernia. But like it was all done laparoscopically. Excuse me. So I have like 2 little tiny incisions. Yeah, exactly. And then one thing my belly button, which I can't even see, and it's really cute. And and it, like everything's feeling like healing great. Like the first week sucked.
Yeah.
It did. Like I wasn't sleeping well. My back was killing me. But being in the hospital was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I like hospital life.
Was it your first time staying overnight? I've never. I don't think.
Me neither. No, I had a blast.
Did you have a roommate?
No. So I was told
private suite VIP.
Exactly. They said you got the best room in the hospital. They said it's a private room with a view of Boston.
Fuck yeah.
And I don't remember what else. But anyways, it was great. It was wonderful.
Amazing.
And like everybody at Cambridge Hospital was lovely.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No, I mean, but everyone else. So the thing is, I had the best experience, I think, because I was the only like person my age, and everybody else there besides like the doctors, which were a little bit older or my age too, were fucking geriatrics. Ugh. So, and they're just so much harder. Yeah. And they're just so much harder to take care of because they're just so much needier and everything.
Right.
And me, I just rolled with the punches. I was like,
yeah, whatever.
I woke up and I had a catheter in. They're like, "Are you uncomfortable?" I'm like, "This is luxurious."
You're like, "Can I get this installed?"
Seriously. I'm like, how do I get this at home? I had these, so they have these things on your legs that are like, they've got an air pump, right? And it's a compression thing and they alternate and they like fill up with air and they basically like squeeze your calves so that you don't get leg clots
and
blood
stuff.
clots.
Wow.
Not leg clots, blood clots.
You were like, "Fuck yeah."
I loved it. I was like, this like little mini massage. And they're like, "Everyone hates this except you." And I was like, "Put on my leggies again." I'm like, "Can you put my leggies back on? Thanks."
I feel like it's not a coincidence that I'm using the soundboard right now because your hospital stay sounds so celebratory. It sounds like amazing.
I had the best time.
It sounds great.
I mean, I didn't sleep well. Sleeping sucked.
That does
and
suck.
The one thing the one complaint that I have, and I will mention this on my survey,
which they will be mailing to you.
I received in the mail the other day, and I was like, I put it on the fridge. I was like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take a pen. I'm going to and start filling that up.
Yep.
Yeah. Was that they offered me a Benadryl to help me sleep. And they forgot to give it to me. So when like I asked for it at 3 a.m., they were like, it's a little late. Yeah. And I was like, fuck you. It's too late. Let me do what I want to do.
Was it late at 11 o'clock when you initially offered it to me?
No. Yeah. No. And I'm like, you offered.
So Rory, I feel like, and we don't have to air this if you don't feel comfortable with it, but I feel like we do have to touch on something that you told me about the surgery, because you said that I was asking about your pain and the recovery, and you said the real pain was in your back.
Yeah.
And
I don't care. We can hear that.
And
That's
I was like, why your back?
So my back was killing me. Like I had like a knot between my shoulders and it was all upper back. And so half of it is because you're laying down almost the whole time. Like I got up at one point that evening after surgery, and they hooked me up with a pole and everything with my IVs and my pee bag, and I walked along the hallway with boyfriend, like just to like get up and be mobile, because they say it's better
your hair
for you
was
to.
a mess in the back.
I looked great, mind you. I was like already like a day past a shower, like so I like came in dirty I left dirty.
You came in Nelly, you left Little Wayne.
Exactly. Yeah. If there was a lighter right here, I'd like do the lighter thing and hold on, what were we talking about?
Your back pain.
Oh my God. So I was telling him, and that was really what, like, I didn't feel the incisions that much like that. I mean, it was uncomfortable, but it was not super painful. They were so small. And I mean, there's stuff inside too that was healing that like I felt a little bit more of, but like nothing crazy.
Right.
My back was killing me. Half of it because just like being
posture in bed.
Exactly.
And all that,
and the other half because they told me, so I lost a pint of blood, like over a pint of blood.
A pint?
So yeah, the internal bleeding was like crazy, right? And apparently they had to even like sit me up on the operating table because there was like blood in my sides that they had to like gravity do its thing and to like suction it out.
So they
gave me a blood transfusion on the operating table, and then the next day they said, we really want to give you another one because my blood my red blood cell counts were so low and my blood pressure was so low, which again I run high with everything.
I run high too,
so it was
this is about me.
Exactly. No, are you kidding? This is exactly how I talk to people too, don't worry.
But
no,
Rory,
crazy.
just the thought of them sitting you up on the operating table so that nature
Can you
could
imagine
help.
naked Rory like this with like tubes in my mouth? Like,
yeah. Oh my God.
I bet I looked cute.
It kind of sounds like a fashion spread, honestly.
Nowadays, maybe.
Yeah. Or like a Ryan Murphy TV show. One or the other.
Yeah.
Rory,
avant-garde.
I just, on behalf of me and Matthew and our listeners, I just want to say I'm so happy that you're okay.
Thank you. I'm totally okay. Like the healing process has been super smooth.
You're good. You're drinking some Shardy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. We went, so that was a Tuesday. I was out the rest of the week from work because I also didn't want to wear clothing for the most part.
Fair.
Like, I mean, like
I usually don't, but then in addition, with that,
I know, no right? Exactly. No. I was wearing boyfriend's boxer briefs, like because they came above my belly button.
Oh, boyfriend wears boxer briefs.
Yeah,
cute. Those are the best ones.
I know, right?
Yeah,
in betweeners.
Yeah.
So I did that basically, and like nightgowns and stuff, and that was like my whole week. And then on Friday, I was feeling better, but like not great.
Human.
But human. And I was like, I'm stir crazy. Let's go to the movies. So we went to the movies.
Oh, what'd you see?
Wind River.
Never heard of it.
So
sounds like a Christian movie.
No, it was no. So it's about the
Wind River.
It's the murder investigation of a girl on an Indian reservation.
Oh, okay.
It was extremely sad, and I needed a good cry.
Where
so
was
it was
playing?
great. Assembly.
Oh, okay. So you cried and cried.
Cried.
You let your sympathy for someone else represent your actual internal pity.
Yeah. So it's all about basically losing a child.
Oh God.
Which I was like, I didn't realize.
Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
realize. And I'm like, this is too soon, too real.
Didn't you say someone was like, are you feeling lost?
My mom, she's like, are you
So you don't know how to dial 911, but you're emotionally tuned in enough to be like, are you feeling lost, right? Girl?
Seriously.
Sis, you and I have to have a sit
Get your shit together.
Foo. 91133. But you want to dig into my heart?
Yeah.
you can't even get out to the ambulance.
You don't know the passcode. Your thumbprint won't work, bitch.
You had to dial emergency call and couldn't get that right. Oh. You're asking me about loss.
I did. The thing that kills me is that like she like showed me. She's like, "Why won't it work?" And I'm like, "Cause you didn't dial 911, you stupid troll, bitch, whore."
Oh, foo.
I don't usually treat my mom like that, but like at that point, I was in pain and I was not happy. So I cannot. I'm sorry, moms of the world.
I cannot imagine having awoken from fainthood to your mother sitting over top of you and saying, "How do you dial 911?" Like, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? Why is this happening?
Shouldn't I have like woken up with her on her own cell phone, not on mine, trying to be like, meh, meh, like already talking to the ambulance dispatch at that point, right?
Nope,
yeah.
Nope. She was literally like, can you
just making sure. Can you do this for me? I don't know how.
I feel like this is Apple's fault. They failed.
So
it should be intuitive.
It's like I didn't ask you to like log on to Snapchat and like hold on, let me do that again. Yeah. It's not like I asked you to like log on to Snapchat and like send a chat or a snap out.
Put a face filter on.
Exactly. Like I want to be the puppy dog right now, Mom. No, do the puppy dog.
Like we are literally asking you to please dial 911 because I just fainted in my own home.
And not for nothing, but the number has been the same forever.
Our entire lives.
Yeah.
I got to go back to it. I can only imagine that she was low key panicking and didn't want to let on.
I think so too.
I just can't imagine why someone would think 911 EE was the correct number.
911 E.
I'm so glad you're okay though.
Yeah, no, I feel great. Follow up with my surgeon is Tuesday. I'm like dying to know some like I know I can't wait to hear like all the gory details and see pictures.
Yes.
She's like, if you want to have your follow up with me, I'll have pictures. I was like, done,
yes.
done.
Hell yeah.
Show me my insides.
Yes.
I can't wait. Oh my god,
I want to see that pink, juicy, like those guts, beauty.
I want to see my ovaries in action.
I want to see how skinny my guts look. That would be me.
Oh my god, listen to this. No, so this made me so happy. No. So there's so
like,
many,
you're tiny in there.
I know. There's so many little snippets, like so many like little gems along the way that that have just made this so worth it on so many different levels.
Wow.
Besides the fact of having carefree sex for like 4.5, 5 months, this was definitely worth it. I know, right? With one person, I mean.
Monogamous carefree sex.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. So the doctor was like afterwards, I can't even say it with a straight face. She's like, so you must like work out a lot because like your abdominal muscles were like pretty. I think you're gonna have like an easy like recovery. And she goes, do you work out a lot? And I go, I did last night. Bitch, thank you.
She's like, you are.
And I mean, luckily she didn't say it's all jelly on top, but like the base is solid.
Well, visceral, right?
I think it's from singing. I think it's from a whole lifetime of singing.
It could be.
I really do.
You could also be a sexual giver. It could be a combo.
That doesn't sound like me. That sounds out of sorts.
Because like I'm a virgin who can't drive, so like
where the fuck is that? What is
sex?
That?
That's from Clueless. That's what her friend Ty says after she's turned her into it. She gives her the makeover and she's a monster.
Who is it? What's her?
Brittany Murphy. R.I.P.
No, well, yeah, of course.
Alicia Silverstone?
No, the other one, the one
Stacey Dash.
Yes.
The psycho Republican.
Oh, I was gonna say like what like.
Oh, so she's
known after what was her name on what was her character's name?
Dion.
Yeah, she's only Dion because she's nothing after that.
Correct.
So like she'll forever be Dion.
She ended up, I mean, she has aged flawlessly. She looks amazing. I will give her that. But she's like a pundit she's the like beautiful black actress that Fox News brings on to like all that shit. So fuck her.
How's it not being woke?
Right? Like I don't. Oh, at the karaoke thing, some guy came up to us and was like half in the bag. And the only people, me and Matthew came because it was like, and my friends that I told you wanted to go. Yeah. So that's why we went, because they were going.
Yeah.
And it was, and they're a queer couple. They're lesbians, we're queer, guys, bisexual, gay.
So you guys look normal together.
Super. We're all just like,
who's with who? No one knows.
Queers at a table.
Yeah.
But like the guy who came up to us was super drunk and was like, are you guys, he points to the girls and he's like, are you lesbians? Are you lesbian lovers? High five. I love that. Dude. And it's like, he's like straddling that line where it's like, you're calling it out and you're being weird, but you're not being mean, but you're calling it out, which is weird. So, and then he says,
that's not the way to start a conversation.
No. And he's like,
or make friends.
No, exactly. And he's like, oh, all lives matter. This is a black man, by the way.
No.
This is a black man. And he goes, all lives matter. And the four of us were like, no, dude. Like, you get like,
how do you not get it?
But, and doesn't that complicate it though? Because like,
yeah,
for a drunk black man to approach you at a bar and tell you all lives matter at a table full of white queer kids, it's like
just stupid.
This is difficult to navigate. So all of us were just like, no. We're not going to put you in your place.
No, but like obviously you missed the point though.
But, right. He's like, I love everyone. And it's like, that's good.
It's however, like, I'm sorry. You need to have less white friends.
Yeah, it was a lot. But I am a virgin who can't drive, and I want to know what sex is like, because like obviously this happened because you had sex, so like it's basically your fault and boyfriend's fault. Is he so guilty?
Oh my god, he feels bad. So he stayed
with you the whole time.
He stayed home with me the rest of the week. He took care of me every day. It was also a lot of like laying on the couch for him too, which luckily though we got our new couch a few weeks before, and we still had my old couch, so like we each had private couches. Thank God, because otherwise we'd probably be broken up by now.
I mean, like,
after that week
you need to get away from my shin over here. This is like my I was gonna ask, because like you ordered that couch a smooth like 4 months ago.
Yeah, we got it.
Jesus. Is it everything you wanted? No.
Let's talk about that later.
Another episode.
I feel more feelings of loss when it comes to that.
Oh,
I know.
You're gonna return it?
No, I don't know if you can. I
think you can.
No, but I don't know. Let's talk about it later. Okay, I'm still processing, and like
I love that you're more emotionally.
I am very much more emotionally vested in this couch, and like the decision that decision is a lot more heartbreaking than any decision I've ever made before. I know. God. But
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's so good to have you back.
You too.
Luckily, I've been lazy and hadn't been editing the podcast episodes for a while, so we're like at a fair clip. We're like all caught up. We're good.
Perfect.
This is a very special episode.
I need to just celebrate that I don't have a baby by pouring more wine. So give me 1 second, okay? Echo.
Okay. What? There was something else you said that we needed to talk about.
So the one thing that
start again.
So the one thing that, just to kind of wrap this up and like make it all lighthearted, right? That I think is like spooky, hilarious, crazy, and all of the above. So the past month or so, every time boyfriend comes up to me and like gives me a big bear hug or like pretends to roughhouse with me, which is like every interaction that he has with me, basically, Ezra has gone berserker. Berserker.
He's like, get off my mom.
Seriously. It is like, seriously, like it has been insane how his reaction.
He's protecting you.
He is super protective. We had we'd be hugging, we'd look down, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, chill the fuck out. What is your problem all of a sudden?
He's like, hello, mom.
He can smell those hormones.
There's a non-baby inside you.
Exactly. There's a non-viable baby. Oh my God. And I've definitely like gotten away with like murder in the past couple of weeks. And I was like, well, we should have thought about that before you put a couple non-viable babies in me. Sorry.
NBBs.
Yeah.
NBBs became NBD. No big deal. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I feel like I was like, oh, should we talk about it? I don't want to step on any toes. I feel like that might
the IUD going in, so we got to talk about it kind of out.
And I feel like
it's gone now. FYI.
Of course.
Yeah.
R.I.P. IUD.
One of the doctors asked me, so you're going to try that again? I was like, no, we're going to go low tech from now on. Like, what?
Yeah.
Are you really asking me? Okay.
These condoms and pills do a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Because I think it's hopefully. Obviously, none of our listeners will have to go through anything similar. Yeah. But I feel like it's helpful to know the warning signs. Yes, like this is an experience.
And don't, so IUDs are wonderful for some people. They're not for me. And I learned that the hard way.
Trust your body and honor and respect your body.
Exactly. Trust your body and recognize the warning signs. And just because it's the first 6 months doesn't mean that that's your new normal.
Right.
Like ask questions. And don't be afraid to be your own medical advocate, because otherwise you could die.
Exactly. Advocate for yourself.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But hey, all in all, I had a great time.
Cheers. Rory just lifted her glass.
I got like flower arrangements at my house. Like I had
and
people
she got to
like
literally have a
bringing
catheter and her leggies.
It was the catheter and the leggies. If I could have those on a regular basis, I swear to God. Like other people don't like how catheters feel. I'm like, first of all, I can't feel it. Second of all, it just feels like you never have to pee.
It pees for me.
It pees for me. And the leggies, I was so disappointed when I found out that it was like hooked up to like a legit like pump thing that like I couldn't bring home, and I was like, can I have these leggies?
So sad.
Oh, there was one other thing that was just kind of funny. They after I got into my hospital room, after like wheeling me out there. Oh no, two other things. Sorry. So I get into recovery and I'm freezing because they gave me a blood transfusion and the blood is cold. You're
the lizard queen at this point.
I'm like dying and I'm like pale as a ghost, and the nurses that are attending to me are just like taking these heating packs, like the smack pack kind of heating packs, and they're just like smacking them, putting them all around me and everything. Exactly. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. And they go, oh, you like those? And they go, is that your purse over there? And I go, yeah. And the nurse came over and she's like looking at me in the eye the whole entire time. It literally grabs
I fucking you.
A heaping handful of these heating packs, shoves them in my purse. She goes, for later. And I was like, all right.
Rory, you got the fucking hookup. You got like first class treatment.
I thought it was great.
This is like,
I never complained about everything. I thought everything was great.
Like
except the food wasn't great, but I'm like, whatever. No,
yeah,
it was great. I had
like
a button for them. Yeah. The button, they came. It was great. We had a good time. Oh, so we get to my room and they take my gray sex. Gray sex. That's a side effect of the IUD. No. They take my gray socks off and they say, we're really sorry. You have to put these red socks on you. They mean you're a fall risk. And I laughed. I was like, I need to wear these all the time. Are you kidding me? They're like, you can take them home. I'm like, done.
Well, I took a fall risk and went apple picking this weekend.
Did you? Where'd you go?
Cider Mill Farms or something.
Where's that?
Amesbury, and then we went to Newburyport and Rory.
Super cute.
It was very cute. And then we went to a place called Oldies in Newburyport, which is like a big barn full of antiques, like a big barn. Really cute. Great spot. Here's how I know something's wrong with me is I'm
about to say, no, I don't think that's the truth, but okay.
You tell me. Okay. So
I'll be the judge of that.
I think I feel like I'm maybe just losing patience for the niceties of like being a human being, such as going to a grocery store and not treating someone like shit, or like going to an antique place and not trying to steal someone's dogs. It's like
that's really hard. No, that's really hard, Kenny. I'm sorry.
So like, I know, right?
I want to steal dogs everywhere.
So like, it's a big barn full of antiques. It's long and huge, and it's sensory overload. I'm looking around everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
it sounds fantastic.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And so you know what I mean. And actually, I spent a full 10 minutes looking for. They had a big section of maps, and I was looking for Mount Monadnock for you because I know that I know that you're looking for something like that.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything, but so it's like sensory overload. There's shit everywhere, and I'm like looking around, blah, 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 and as I'm walking forward, someone is coming towards me. He's holding this adorable little hot dog in his arms. Rory, but like longer hair. So
the long hair dachshund
with a long nose. My God, Rory, my instinct. I put my hands out and I went to grab the dog. And the guy,
is this for sale?
You're right. And I had to pull myself back, and I was like, fuck, I literally almost pulled a dog out of someone's hands.
Can I just say that this is timely because I like long hair dachshunds remind me of Tom Petty.
So cute. Oh yeah, R.I.P. Tom.
I know. So sad.
That's true. He does look like a long haired dachshund.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Yeah, we've lost a lot of greats. And then
so sad.
The other thing that happened to me this week, Rory, I fucking snapped. Okay, so like
I'm like salivating already.
Am a virgin who can't drive. And so I've been walking to and from work.
Self-affirmations.
Yeah, right. I am a virgin who can't drive. I am a virgin who can't drive.
And gosh darn it, people like me.
Yeah, exactly.
But not for sex or driving.
So like, I'm on a budget. I'm not trying to, they're like, oh, we'll give you $15 towards a rental every day. And it's like, no, because the rental's going to be $45. It's $30 a day.
Yeah.
It's $100. It's
And the T is right there.
The T is right outside my door.
That is a long ass ride, though. By the way, and I got off.
Oh,
on this.
no.
The
Green Line sucks.
over here. Yeah.
It takes forever. But so
I was on the Green Line today, which I never do, and like it stopped short, and I went, Jesus Christ! And,
Yeah,
like, I fell into people. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know how this works.
Fall risk.
Yeah, fall risk. Ugh, sorry.
So, but I am lucky enough that I can walk to my office. It's literally like a mile away. So that's what I've been doing every day. And I love walking. I know the weather's gorgeous. It's crisp fall.
Yeah.
I got my little headphones.
In the morning, at least, then it gets hot as fuck.
I know, but like
global warning.
I know, but
I said warning. Just so you know,
it's both.
Yeah,
but so
intentional.
My headphones recently died, and so I've been walking. I have been walking to and from work without headphones.
Torture.
And I walked home the other night.
What kind of hell is this?
Right? Like, and I was going to cook. So I had to stop at Whole Foods on my way home without headphones.
You had to like interact with noises and sounds and people?
And sounds at this tiny, tiny Whole Foods on Washington Street.
During like rush hour, like
during 5 o'clock. And so I was like, I know this is going to suck.
My blood pressure is through the roof already.
I've been working out a ton. I'm just like, I'm just going to try to get in and get out. I needed one fucking ingredient. I needed a sweet potato.
One single sweet potato. And I walked in and I was like, I'm going to beeline for the sweet potato. I'm going to get the fuck out. Literally, I only have one sweet potato at home. I wish you told me.
I have one left over because by the time I got there, I was like, I'm getting fucking two because I'm never coming back here again.
This will last me forever.
So I walk in and this woman is she's carrying an empty shopping cart, a full-sized empty shopping cart.
Yeah.
She's not pushing it like one is wont to do at a grocery store. She's pulling it behind her and it's empty, Rory. And I don't know if you've been to a Whole Foods, but especially in the produce section, they do a lot of diagonals. They're sort of short little mini aisles.
Especially the little ones.
There's no coming and going.
Yeah.
I'm behind her trying to get to these sweet potatoes and she's pulling her cart and I'm being patient and I'm just sort of sitting there behind her like, okay.
I'm already getting really pissed off.
She lets go of the cart. The empty, complete, not a single item in it, empty cart. She lets go of it. And she stands there and I just see her sort of lean over with her hand on her face. And I'm like, is she on the phone? What the fuck is she doing? She's not moving. She's got an empty cart blocking this entire little aisle. And so I said, pardon me, loud, like, pardon me, nothing, didn't even glance back at me. Rory, did I take, and like, I've been working out, so I think my testosterone is like I'm almost at like
Hulk status,
12-year-old girl status. I'm getting there. Rory, I picked up her shopping cart and put it 2 feet to the left.
Like your adrenaline was just that much. Oh my God.
I was pissed. I was like, do you have no consideration for any other person around you at is this your first time at a fucking grocery store?
It drives me nuts.
Rory, I hulked, picked it up, dropped it next to me, slam, now loud noise. Everyone around like looks back at me. And she looks back at me finally with this old little like face, like, what's your problem? I zoom by her. I give her the look back. I'm like,
oh, go fuck yourself.
Like, look what you made me do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knocked over a wet floor like one of the yellow A-frame things. Just like,
kicked it.
Yeah, I did.
Kicked it out of the way.
I did not kick it.
No more obstacles.
I did not kick it, but I also did not see it, and I did not break my stride when I knocked it over. And
I don't blame you for a goddamn second.
I will not be going back to that Whole Foods ever again.
There is nothing that makes my blood boil more than people that have no respect for where their body is in time and space and who is around them, or no consideration for other people. Like,
it's infuriating.
The people that just stop on a sidewalk to have a conversation on a city sidewalk where there's like the worst. Oh, I want to kill people already.
The worst is,
I feel like I'm ruining your mic system. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We've got tools for that.
All right.
The worst is an entitled fucking family with their double stroller and their fucking dog, and then like their little visiting friends or whatever the fuck. They take up the whole fucking sidewalk.
I promise you, if I ever have a double stroller, it will be a tandem stroller.
Thank the fuck
Because
God.
also, like, do your kids get along that well that they should be side by side? I doubt it.
Like, I doubt it. And truth be told, should you be having two? I mean,
Stroller-sized children at the same goddamn fucking time.
if you had twins,
I could have.
I could have done it. That's the Dorinda from House. I could have done it, but I didn't. So don't say I did.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
Have the opportunity.
If you
And the motive. And the will.
If you have two kids at the same time that are stroller age, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Keep
sounds
your
like-
legs closed, you
that-
stupid bitch.
That sounds like something that you have to deal with.
I hope I don't regret that someday.
Well, I hope you have a beautiful family full of children.
No, but not that like soon and close together ever.
No.
I want to have at least 6 months of wine and beer between children if it happens.
So I was going to start this next week, but because this is a very special episode, I thought maybe softball it, and it's on topic.
Yeah.
I want to do a new segment called The Big Question. No, there's a ton of echoes and stuff.
Okay. I'm with you.
Every week I want to ask like, a question, almost like an interview question, like an Oprah question.
Oh, okay.
That both of us can answer. And we could also, tennis.
Hold on. I need more wine for this.
Okay, hold on. The big question. Every week I want to ask the big question, the Oprah question,
Okay.
the 60 Minutes, the 2020.
Sorry,
the
Fitzy.
Baba Walta. And because it's on topic, the big question this week is, do you want to have kids? And if so, how many?
I do. So it's one of those weird things that
I feel like this month is probably something that has put this on the forefront of your brain.
Definitely a topic of interest or a notable
topic of interest.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry. I had to do it.
No, but it's definitely besides the fact that I just experienced this whole thing that like, and by the way, this has been an extremely uncomfortable conversation to have with like colleagues at work, to be like, so it all started with my birth control.
Right. Oh,
like,
God.
exactly. So
Yeah.
like, it's one of those things that like, it's been hard to explain to some people
And hard to navigate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because anything that has to do with reproduction, especially if it's
like
sensitive and it's delicate and it's a little awkward.
and there's certain people that you can just like be completely open with, and there's other people that are like, I don't know what your affiliation is in terms of anything.
Right.
So I don't know if automatically me saying that I was in the hospital for any lady issues is like already TMI or
if
not.
You're, if you're a Republican or a Christian, you should have let the ectopic just, murder you. Probably.
Probably. Well, you know what? That baby is better person than I was. So, anywho, so besides that, though, of course, it is definitely a notable topic at this point, and it's definitely something that's like on my mind. Yeah, that along with like my own existence and my own mortality rather. Yeah. Besides
all that,
light topics. Yeah. I'm at the age where I definitely feel like my bicycle is ticking. My biological clock is ticking, and I can feel it. I definitely feel that my bicycle is ticking. No, you got to play this whole thing. I'm sorry. Okay. I think it's funny. Okay. Unless it's not when you read it back. It's fine. Follow your heart. No, my biological clock is ticking. Like it has been for a while now. And actually it was really funny because we were watching Netflix last night. We were watching Friends, like obviously reruns because it's not on air now. And it was the one where Rachel turns 30 and she is like, here's my plan. By 35, I want to have my first of 3 children. And so if I count back from that, then
I should be getting pregnant like right now.
Well, I got to meet the guy that I'm going to marry right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Basically, that's like the math that she does. And she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then she breaks up with the guy that she's seeing, right, which is like, her assistant at the time. So like,
Tag.
I know, Tag.
He's so hot.
I know, so hot, but like, it was never going to work out anyways. So like, get familiar. You're fine.
Get familiar.
So yeah, definitely something that I've been thinking about recently, but like also something I have been thinking about for the past couple of years anyway, just because that's where I'm at right now.
That's our age.
Exactly. I can't imagine Sorry, I cut you
No.
off. But just like my point is that I can't imagine when I look back at my life in however many years, by that I mean 3 when I die,
Same.
and I leave my orphan children to boyfriend.
And I die a virgin who can't drive.
Exactly. It's going to be so sad. Oh my God. Can you imagine the turnout to our fucking funerals?
We're going to be so popular.
I know.
And then
Die young, stay pretty.
Everyone will finally find our podcast.
Exactly. Oh my God. It's like we're like the artists that like finally get
recognition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like our artwork is worth millions after we die.
Postmortem.
Postmortem for life.
Postmortem, no boredom.
Postmortem for life? Does that
I like it.
Yeah, right. That should be some merch. Anyway.
Oh, I've got a whole line that I'm working on, by the way. But your point is...
My point is that I can't imagine looking back at my life not having children.
Why?
Because I think I would be a good-ish mom. I wouldn't fuck them up too much. I have a lot of love to give.
Yeah.
And I feel feels. So
Yeah.
I think
just
that, like, I
imagine
can't
the
look back and
relationship,
not...
like the type of relation, like how do I say this? I feel like everyone's relationship with their parents is loaded in a specific way.
Oh, yeah.
In one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
And once in a while, people are really lucky to have a parent, maybe 2 parents.
Right.
That
Super
are,
lucky if you've got both. Yeah. That are awesome.
Both there and awesome and never...
But even, it's like, my mom has been there for me. Like,
Yes.
my dad was kind of an ass, but
Right.
like, he was there.
But so being a...
He wasn't like completely absent, but he wasn't the greatest dad. But like, I'm okay with that. Like,
Right.
he's passed now. So it's like, he's lucky he's passed now, because otherwise I'd still hate him.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about
Fucking
that today, actually. I was
Totally
like-
lucky.
was
He got a fucking hall pass for that one.
Yeah. Do people expire before we get enough time to like actually call them on their shit?
Yeah. No, yeah,
and
exactly.
But it's kind of nice that way because they stay who they were in your brain, for better or worse.
And you remember good things more
Right,
than you remember bad
exactly.
things. So like, and that's fine. But like, when I
so-
think about though, me now having children, I'm like, but when?
Right.
Like, I don't.
Right.
Like,
Well,
I don't have time for this bullshit.
but
Like,
so-
I only want to be me
But when
and
you're
do me things.
and what I do is what I do.
But like, maybe my child would want to do me things too. So like, maybe
And
that'd be okay.
just-
I don't know.
I can only imagine that being the parent in a parent-child dynamic gives you so much joy, and like maybe that's why
Oh, yeah.
kids grow up to resent their parents, because like
They don't
it
get the
was
same.
the parents were so self-served in that relationship from a lot of the time, so like they grow up and it's like, well, why did you do it like this, and why did you treat me like that, or why did you do XYZ,
Yeah,
blah blah
yeah,
blah. And it's like, well, because I was doing my fucking best and working hard and I love the shit out of you, which is like, I
Yeah.
feel like most good parents at least have that.
Yeah.
Those common denominators.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I can only imagine you in that role and like how much joy that would bring you.
I also think, yeah, definitely. And I also think that I would really embarrass the shit out of these
You'd be a
kids
cool mom,
in such
though.
a great way.
And
That's like
Foo's a cool
such
mom.
admirable. Like, yeah,
Foo's a cool mom.
Did I ever tell you? So not the one thing, but like the number one thing that if I ever am talking to a parent, like that's a peer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't say much because I'm not a parent myself. But if I'm ever dealing with somebody that they're like, you know, talking about their kids acting up or anything like that, because like I have people that are like, I've got girlfriends and stuff that have kids that are 6 and older.
Right. Yeah.
And the one thing I can say is that, so the one thing that really served my mom extremely well, and I admire to this day, was that when we were acting like fucking fools in public and being complete fucking asshole dickheads, all she had to do at some point was raise her arms like this.
What? Rory's doing like an overhead, like slow.
Because as soon as, and this is like mostly the grocery store. This is like always where this like memory is
Sure.
like prevalent for me. As soon as she would get up to here, like, because we would be like, no, we'll be good. Like, we'll stop. Like, we'll stop. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, like diffuse the situation. Because if she got up to here, hands above her head, she would just start dancing and twirling wherever we were and going,
my God.
the hills are alive with the sound of music. With hills they are sung for Oh my God.
That's
She was
amazing.
She never had to beat us.
Right, because it wasn't like, this is a punishment to you.
She embarrassed the shit out of us.
It was like, let me be me enough that you are so embarrassed.
The shit out of us.
And that's
that only works when the kids are old enough, though.
Yes.
Like, as the kids like realize that like I need to be cool in society.
Right.
That's when it really is effective.
7 and older.
Yeah,
when you have your own identity.
Younger than that, then it's like they think, oh, you're so cool, mom.
Yeah.
Until you're not cool.
I'm obsessed with my mom. Rory, have I told you about how I'm like, I feel like everyone talks about their mom so much. Like, it's like just people in the city or people around. It's like, my mom. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, why is everyone so obsessed with their parents?
I used to like, so when my dad was alive, I used to be like that. My mom is so awesome. My mom is the best mom ever. Yeah. And then I got to the point where I was like, I realized that my mom is a real person and she's fucked up too.
And it's okay.
She does stuff now that I'm just like, go fuck yourself. Like, and that's she's a fucking human being.
Right.
911 EE. She's a fucking like, okay, that still bothers me. But learn how to fucking dial 911. I don't care who you are.
Correct.
Fuck you.
Glorification or not, though, I feel like everyone is always talking about their parents. Why is everyone always talking about their parents?
I don't know.
Why is this happening? I don't get it.
Because they don't have kids.
Oh, true. Yeah, that could be
Once
true.
they have kids, then
in
why
Boston,
are you hanging out with so many young people?
Well, I'm not. I just hear them walking past me because I live near BC.
That's why, because they don't have kids, and well, it's the same thing that like when I'm at work. Usually, this is when this happens because like otherwise, I don't hang out with like a ton of parents. I've got like a handful of friends that are parents,
right?
But usually whenever I'm in a situation where like people are like talking about kids and parenting, like and stuff, like all I have to relate with that, I'm like, when I was a kid, right? This is what my mom did.
Your experience with parenthood is your childhood experience.
But this, but to your point though, like I was definitely like that younger.
Yeah.
Now it's like I don't relate myself where I am right now, or like I don't have conversations about like my relationship with like children or parents, right? Personally, like it just isn't part of my internal monologue,
right? Which is fair. The way that you navigate a relationship with your friends' children is that you ask them about their day. Don't ask them about their life, how old they are, blah blah blah.
Shit, hold on. It's 8:09. 3 minutes. Oh fuck.
Okay, we'll wrap it up quick.
All right, hold on. Do you want to hear a funny conversation?
Put it in the mic. Put them on speaker.
Hey.
Hi, you here? Are you here?
Yeah.
Sorry, baby doll. I didn't see your missed call.
What's up? Are you, okay, where should I go?
Where are you?
I'm here.
Give me 5 minutes, okay?
Not even.
Okay, I don't know. Okay.
Well, just pull over.
Okay.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Bye. What?
What happened?
You didn't say love you back.
We'll be quick.
Yeah.
Basically, navigating relationships with your friends' kids, ask them about their day. Because it's easy. It's something that they can remember and it challenges their brain.
I got to show you some pictures of like navigating relationships with my friends' kids, by the way.
And your friends will love that you're engaging. For me, no kids ever. I used to think that I wanted a kid.
Yeah.
And that was like a point of contention with me and Matthew when we first got together because he was like, I don't think so. And I was like, yeah, maybe, never say never.
Yeah.
But now that I'm growing up, I am what you were saying, where it's like, I am so self-involved. Like, I want to think about me. And then when I'm done with that, I want to think about me again.
Well, you also don't have like the tick, tick, tick talk.
Right.
That,
I don't have ovaries that are like cramping at the thought.
This is my relationship with my friends' kids. That's my leg.
Oh, this little child is all over you. Two little children.
Two little children.
Oh my God. That's adorable.
I was wasted. It's okay.
That's really cute. Listeners, thank you so much for tuning into a very special episode. Rory,
I'm so sorry to like monopolize this, but I hope it was like
I feel like
her ovaries still standing. Can we call it that?
Yeah.
Like there's so many titles.
Still, I menstruate.
I love
Listeners, thank you as always for joining us. This has been a very special episode. Rory, we love you and cherish you, and I'm so glad you're okay.
You guys are okay, but thanks.
If you guys,
just kidding. I love you, and I love everybody. Thank you.
If you have questions, comments, or concerns, if you have a big question,
ask us big questions. If you need advice on curtain rods,
big questions, little questions, you can reach us at kennethfrankly@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 828-KFrank8. 82.
Sorry, I dropped my mic. Okay, ready? Go ahead.
3, 2.
828-KFrank8.
And also, you can just reach out, Facebook, whatever. Oh,
leave us a voicemail.
Leave us a voicemail. Those are fun.
It is so fucking fun.
And please, if you haven't, subscribe on iTunes. And please, if you haven't,
don't be a dick.
Leave us a review. It helps us a lot. And
I'm sick of looking at Facebook and seeing no additional likes.
Right? What the fuck?
It affects my self-esteem. And I've been through a lot recently,
That's
guys.
true,
and I just really need you to step up and
really been through a lot, and it's really important that you guys
I'm very emotional. There's a lot of hormones going on right now.
Take ownership, take ownership.
Right? It's like right now is the WBUR fundraiser, and I'm a sustainer. So sustain us. Come on.
92.9. Is that WBUR?
98 point. Oh my God. I don't even know because that's the only thing I listen to. So it's just on.
96.9?
No, that's mix or something. I don't even know. No, but there's an app for it. But fuck that. Don't listen to that. Listen to us.
Yeah, listen to us. We're the best, okay?
Come on.
Come on. I think that's it. Boyfriend's waiting outside. Tell him that I'm not mad at him, but I've got my eyes on him.
Fair enough.
Until next week, listeners.
He'll take that to heart.
I know, I'm sure he will.
He will.
Bye.